and the bigger picture.
The current non-Jewish Messiah was chosen to be of service to the Jewish people and the Jewish Messiah. President Trump's right ear was grazed in a symbolic gesture of Exodus 21:6, where the Torah states that a servant who wants to remain with his master needs to have his right ear pierced. Trump was designated as God's servant and anointed one, just like Cyrus the Great almost 2,400 years ago. We have clarified in several videos that the absolute deadline for the redemption is...
Okay, so Cyrus the Great was a Persian, and the reason he was great is he was if you have a look carefully, a libertarian. He set everybody free. No oppression, no control. Yeah, very much like me. So we call him Cyrus the Great, even though he wasn't, he was a pagan. He didn't necessarily have, the correct belief in me and my collective. It didn't really, what really matters, the kind of worship we're looking for is that, you do what's good to your fellow man and to others, and Cyrus the Great did. So because Elam, Persia, because they once saved the people of Israel, I promised to save Iran in the last days. Do you understand? And in fact, maybe you all missed it, but like I've already showed you, that I promised to make Elam great again, mighty again, restore her fortunes despite all this, and she surprised everybody in the last days. So let's hope this isn't true, and that if Donald Trump gets the message in time, perhaps from 5 hours, how grave the situation is. This is not a time for a load of rogues, JD Vance, Marco Rubio, Pete, Trump. I hope not. I expect a lot better of you. Certainly your son Donald Trump would expect, and hope think of your family and your legacy here. This is serious stuff. You found yourself in top office, so you can actually mess up the entire world just because you can, and you can trade puts off the back of it and stuff, make some money. Remember, there is a God, and like I say, this is no time for fools at the top when you're just about to be made extinct.
By the end of the Jewish year 5787, which corresponds to October 2nd, 2027, 1,167 days from today. Thus, the redemption will surely occur during Donald Trump's tenure. And I have good reason to believe Donald Trump was chosen to be the one to redeem the sins of Esav through offering his assistance in rebuilding the Holy Temple on the Temple Mount and establishing the Jewish kingdom.
Donald Trump sent me a TikTok of him being anointed as a Jew, and obviously just to see if I'd thumb it up. I didn't.
Over all of mankind in Jerusalem. Perhaps it is no accident that the numeric value of Donald Trump in Hebrew is the same as Messiah, son of David, Mashiach ben David.
So now we're doing Jewish mystical, magical numerology about how Donald Trump is the Messiah that's going to rebuild the fucking temple on the Mount. Okay, bud.
424. However, Donald Trump is mistaken if he thinks he was chosen to make America great again. He will no doubt do a lot of good things to strengthen our economy, protect our borders, and allow religious freedom to flourish. But America will never become a great country on its own, because Esav's days are numbered. All our elite institutions and centers of power and influence are rotten through and through. The majority of Americans under 30 who are college educated and who are the future leaders of America support the vicious monsters of Hamas rather than the holy and courageous soldiers of the IDF. No human being, even Donald Trump, can reverse this. No. The greatness of America does not lie in its own success. America will be great when the Messiah comes. And the leader of this country, on behalf of all the good people in this country, the United States of America, into a new alliance of countries who accept the leadership of the Messiah.
That's right, yeah. America first has to get out of the way. Let me do my thing. This is judgment time. Stand aside. That's why you're being kicked out of the Middle East right now. And then, reassess your diplomatic stance towards me, and we can go forward, this time conquering. But we can do so This is the whole point of, as it turned out, my angels recently told me why I was shown what we were doing, manipulating the physics around US military aircraft, not to intimidate you necessarily or try to scare you or threaten you, but because this is exactly the kind of technology we wanted to give you, because when you can manipulate the physics around your enemy, you don't actually even need to kill them. You totally own the physics around them. You just turn them around, send them off in a different direction, take them into another dimension for a while, and strip them of all their guns and bring them back again. Do you understand? We don't need to do your medieval gunpowder nonsense and go around blowing people to smithereens. We've got the technology to have a one world government to go forth and conquer, but to do so in a way. Trump's talking about total dominance. I'm talking here about real total dominance. I'm talking about God's power, my angel's power, and a better way of going forward.
So maybe I'm getting this wrong, but if I speak English, I'm pretty sure that he just said the Jews are going to rule the world and America can come and bow at our feet and beg for Jewish supremacy, and maybe we'll be kind and give it to them.